Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Phil with Behringer and welcome to Music Studios. I want to talk to you today about the EQ700, the graphic equalizer. This is the ultimate 7-band graphic EQ, and there's a lot of ways to use this pedal. Let's talk about them. So on the gig, a graphic EQ can really save your day. There's a lot of different applications. For instance, right now, I'm playing a Strat even though it has humbucker pickups in it, but I'm playing a Strat. If I'm playing this guitar and I have a regular Strat guitar that has single coil pickups in it, well, if I pop a string or something in the middle of a set, well, I'm going to need to swap out guitars, but now they'll have completely different sounds. So I can actually have a graphic EQ that's set up to blend, you know. So if I go from one to the other, I can have an EQ so that just for that song, I can continue that song and go ahead and move on and play, and the guitar won't have a radically different sound. That's one of the cool things of a graphic EQ. The second is that it can, get rid of feedback. If you're having feedback issues in a particular house, a venue, you can go ahead and go, okay, well, I'm getting a little of this, let me tweak it out and it's done, right? So you have from 100 hertz to 6.4 kHz in 7 different steps that you can move along with, and you have 15 dB of gain or cut on each one of those bands. And overall on the pedal, you have another 15 dB of boost or cut. So it's really nice to have this much strength in a pedal. And you can duck things and move things back and forth. For instance, if I have a sound here and I've got my regular Strat sound, and I want it to warm up a little bit, I can move some of the mid-range down. So I can bring it down here, and now it's, right? Or I can add some bass to it if I wanted to. It's a little bit, but and I still have my controls on guitar that I can also use to affect how the overall EQ is going to happen. So let's reset this. So now I'm back to normal. You can also use it as a noise reducer if you wanted to. You can roll off some of the high ends. So there's a red LED on the pedal that lets you know when it's on or off. You can power it with a 9-volt battery, or you can use the optional power supply, which is the Behringer PSU-5B DC for DC power supply. So you can power it or you can run it with a battery. It's going to be great. Sometimes you can even put it behind the amp and just have it always on back there if you know the setting that you're going to have for your show, and maybe use it as a house EQ instead of an actual pedal thing. You have a first-class electronic foot switch in here for the highest integrity of signal path when the effect is actually off. So it's a very cool pedal. This is the EQ700. So for more information and media, please feel free to come visit us at Behringer.com. Thanks for joining us here at Music Studios. I'm going to play out a little bit.